Good morning, everyone, and thanks for tuning in to Behind the Scenes here on WCRN AM 830. This is Lisa Condit, and I'm in the studio today with our marketing assistant. We love our marketing assistant, Courtney Gonzales. Welcome, Courtney.
Thank you very much, Lisa.
So, in the true spirit of Behind the Scenes, you are probably one of the people at the theater that knows the most about the most things that are going on. You touch a lot, and it makes us laugh, doesn't it, when everybody's like, oh, the summer's coming. Is everything slowing down?
Aren't you guys slow?
Yeah, but right now, as a matter of fact, this past week, let's see, we've met with the TNG to talk about our new Distinguished Speaker Series. We're going to be working on a brochure and making announcements about that. We've been meeting with different promoters about upcoming shows. We have a ton of collateral and this little website project.
Not to mention the website project and the new ticketing software.
Which is all really exciting because Courtney is actually the person that's helping us with a lot of different things, from taking pictures from each seat so that people can see exactly what the view will be, as well as we're going to do print at home tickets when we launch this. What are some of the other things, and
Very
what does that
exciting.
all mean?
Well, it means for some great opportunities for people, especially with the new the Facebook app that's going to be involved, the AV Tiki
Yes.
Facebook app, where you're going to be able to reserve seats for your friends.
Right next to you.
Right next to you, and they'll have, a set amount of time that they can log in and pay for their own tickets, so you don't have to do that. And so I think that's going to be a great feature. And then, like you mentioned, with the photos from the seats, we're going to be taking photos from so many different sections within the theater so that when you click on that seating chart, you're really going to be able to tell what view you're going to have from the tickets that you purchase.
And I think that is such a great feature. But about how many different photos are you going to be taking from different sections?
Oh my gosh, Lisa, I don't even think I could tell you that right now. I think we're going to have so many different views. I can't even count.
That's good for our viewers and our patrons. Somebody the other day said to me something that I thought was really interesting, and I don't know whether we can make this happen within the next couple of weeks, but somebody pointed out that in our lower balcony, there's this one section where it looks like you're in the front row, but there's actually a soundboard there.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the types of things that you may or may not see from the photos, from the seat and from the section, but that feedback is so important to us. We really appreciate it. And even if you don't see changes immediately, we do listen and we do try and make changes so everything is more user-friendly. And that's another nice feature about our new ticketing system, all the different conveniences for our patrons.
Exactly.
And that printed home ticket is very big for us. And it's interesting, too, because, if you're a regular person that doesn't immerse yourself in the marketing and design and PR of things, you think, oh, printed home ticket, that's a really great feature. And how easy is that? But it's so much more complicated, isn't it?
On our end, it definitely is. So we need to get together a whole design. And the big thing for us is, it's a much bigger ticket. You're going to be printing a whole sheet of paper. So we have a lot more space to fill up and different features to incorporate into that. But yeah, what a great feature that's going to be to just be able to buy your tickets online and print them out right there at home. So makes it nice and easy for our guests.
Yeah. And the other thing that we're working on there is all new email templates. So if you get our weekly email newsletter, we're looking to change that whole thing too.
We are, yep. So we are currently working on that fast and furious right now before our new system goes live just next week.
At the end of next week, tick
Yes.
tock.
It's coming right up, but we're all very excited about the changes.
The other thing that Courtney does that's really probably an unsung, unrecognized aspect of her job, but is so important, is Courtney's a professional photographer. Before she came to us, she has a whole photo business. And so for some of our events and some of our community outreach, we're so lucky to have Courtney on staff so that she can go and she can take some of those photos, because before you know it, we're going to be working on our annual report.
I know. And one of my favorite events that I did photograph for the theater so far was that volunteer recognition dinner night, and that was just fabulous. I had so much fun getting to meet all of the volunteers, involved with the theater that were able to come to that event, and then the staff as well that were, serving and hosting those volunteers. So that was a lot of fun for me.
That was a great evening. Megan did a great job. Everybody really came together. And you'll have another opportunity to take a lot of photos because we have our youth summer program coming up this summer.
Exactly. Yes.
Right.
And I believe they still have open slots in their second session right now. So, anyone with kids aged 12 to 18 that are looking for something fun to do this summer, that's going to be a great opportunity.
It's fantastic. And if you have a boy that's interested in theater, it is a fabulous experience for them too. And I don't know whether they're still looking for boys in the first section or not, but definitely the second session, there is plenty of room. And this year it's going to be Oklahoma. My daughter's actually in the first session.
That's great.
I can't wait. I'm going to be hearing Oklahoma songs for the next month straight. And what's nice too is that production that the students put on at the end of the 3-week program is really fun. The choreography with the dance and the singing and the acting and the big set and scenery, it's really incredible. And
I'm really looking forward to it.
It's a great experience. So we've got that going on. We talked with Frank earlier this week about his show coming up in August.
We did. Frank from Octo Rock Cinema Productions. Yes, he'll be putting on Ricky Nelson Remembered, featuring both Matthew and Gunnar Nelson, his twin sons, who will be putting on the show. So we're very excited for that.
It's going to be a great show, especially for people who remember Ozzie and Harriet.
Yes.
And if that's really more your parents' generation, what a great way to treat mom and dad, or maybe just mom, or maybe just dad, depending.
Yeah, take advantage and come out and see the show. And the best thing is it's on a Friday night. So that's great. Nice and convenient, and just a way to start off your weekend.
It's true. So what are some of the other things that we're working on right now, Courtney?
Oh, well, I think you touched on some of the big projects, but then even in between the big projects, we still have our regular weekly tasks and ads that we place in the TNG and Worcester Magazine. And then we've got things running online, radio, TV. We're kind of touching all areas.
And we just started a whole new system for tracking all of this that Amal has helped us with.
We did. She has set us up with a brand new software system, and it is really going to help us track our marketing budgets and all of the paper flow and back-end stuff there.
And our PR and our street team. So, if you own a business and you would like us to put materials in your business or bring you some fun contests or promotions, definitely check out our website, thehanovertheatre.org. Send an email. You can send it to me, or you can just send it to marketing@thehanovertheatre.org. We'll make sure that we hook you up. Another thing that Courtney's working on will be the program, obviously, for the youth summer program. And
Yes.
Diane in our office, who we'll be talking to in a little bit, she's working on lots of promotions around Jersey Boys, but she also sells the program ads for the Broadway series.
Right.
That's coming right up, too.
It is. It's right around the corner. Before you know it, those Broadway shows are going to be starting. I think our first one is running in November this year. And so, time is just flying by.
Tickety-tock. So what do you think is one of the things about the Hanover Theatre that is important for people to know and you would never have known if you don't work there? Anything about the theater itself? Had you been to the Hanover Theatre before you started working?
I had been. I at first I was thinking that I hadn't, and then as soon as I walked into the theater, I said, "Wait, I have been here before." My dad had bought us tickets to go see Stomp, a few years back, and so as soon as I walked in, I recognized it, and it's such a gorgeous, gorgeous theater that's really. That captured me right from the beginning.
Well, and it's funny you should mention how it looks, because one of the things that we're also working on this summer is really buffing up our Instagram account. And we're going to be looking at a lot more ways to engage all of you who are listening and people who are interested in the theater with different social media aspects. So again, call into this review line. Let us know your thoughts about that. We do listen. You can always send us an email. And I'd say one of the things that I think is important for people to know about the Hanover Theatre is, A, we are one of the top 50 theaters in the world. So
That's
no joke.
very exciting.
Right, no joke. We're a big deal. We have 2,300 seats. We're not a community theater, although we support community groups and we provide local opportunities for people to perform on our stage in a world-class theater. But one of the top 50 theaters in the world, that requires some significant oomph and support from our community. So we thank everybody. Yes, we thank everybody for buying tickets and sponsoring shows. We totally appreciate it, and we wouldn't be where we are without the help of everybody. So that's one thing I think people need to know. The other thing is that we're a nonprofit organization.
Exactly, which I don't think a lot of people know. I mean, even my mom and stepdad didn't realize that, when I started the position here, they had no idea that we were nonprofit, which I think that's huge, and that's really important and says something to the community, about our theater.
It does. And so as we look at our mission, which is to foster that love and appreciation of the performing arts and audiences of today and tomorrow, everything needs to really go back to that, whether it's our partnerships, how does that help to foster that appreciation? Our activities that we do, the programming we have an advantage over some of the for-profit theaters, I think, because we're not trying to make a lot of money with what we do. Our ticket prices, only $2 out of every ticket actually goes back into the maintenance of the building, which means we are really focusing on programming that might not have a mass appeal, but it has an important niche appeal. And we're talking about the quality of the performers, whether we're talking about dance or music or you can name it. It's a very different perspective to really have that nonprofit. We're fostering that love and appreciation versus our mission is to be the most lucrative performing arts center in the world.
Right. Yeah, there's a big difference there.
And we have 2,300 seats, and it's
a big theater.
Those are a lot of seats to fill.
Yes.
So, Courtney, it has been so fabulous talking to you. Welcome aboard. Courtney has been with us since when?
Mid-March.
I joke around and I say, a day at the theater is like a week is like a month is like a year, and really it feels like Courtney's been here forever. So we appreciate everything you do. Keep up the fabulous work.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, and we'll look forward to hearing from you again on the program.
Sounds great.
All
Thanks,
right.
Lisa.
Welcome back to Behind the Scenes at the Hanover Theatre. This is Lisa Condit here on WCRN AM 830, and I am speaking with Diane Pieciak. She's our sales manager at the Hanover Theatre. Welcome, Diane.
Welcome, Lisa. How are you today?
We're fabulous this morning, and we are all pumped up because we are working really hard on some great promotions and group sales opportunities for Jersey Boys, right?
Yes, we are. A lot of exciting things. Jersey Boys coming to the Hanover Theatre January 21st through February 2nd. A lot of performances, a lot of exciting promotions I'd love to talk about.
Well, and I know that you have a great relationship with Loretta over there at Nuovo, and of course they are a Woo restaurant, so we love the fact that people can save, swipe, win, and woo over at Nuovo and the Hanover Theatre.
Yes, Loretta has been fantastic to work with. She is just so excited and brings a lot of energy. Her restaurant is beautiful, accommodates large groups. The food is delicious. The environment is warm and welcoming. So it really is a nice pairing with the Hanover Theatre.
Oh, it's great. And I have brought many people to eat lunch there and dinner there. And when we say it's beautiful, it's not just the downstairs that's cool, but upstairs, that room upstairs is fabulous.
It is, and there are not a lot of places where they have that type of atmosphere to really accommodate large groups in an intimate setting, and just the quality of service they provide, the environment. It's just the best of all for a space like that.
Totally. Now, Diane, do you know about how many people can fit upstairs in that space? If you don't, that's okay, but I'm just asking.
I'm not positive, Lisa, but I know they do a lot of large functions, so in the hundreds, I am sure, but I don't know the exact number, and I apologize.
No, that's okay. I was going to guess it was probably like about 100, 150 people that fit comfortably up there in that space. And what's nice is they have beautifully upholstered chairs. And do they have benches up there too?
I'm not sure about benches. I know that a lot of nice leather and beautiful, beautiful setting.
I know, I
I'm
love
not
the
positive
leather.
about the benches. I'm so sorry.
I love the leather. Well, I think they might have some benches for the booths maybe in that back room. And they also have a whole separate bar up there and a separate restroom area. So some of the things that we're doing for Jersey Boys is we are doing some very special incentives for groups, right?
Yes, we are. And the first one I'd love to talk about, if you don't mind, is for groups of 10 or more that purchase tickets by August 2nd.
Yeah.
So it's a good reason if you're thinking of putting together a group with your family or friends or coworkers. The Hanover Theatre will actually offer 15% group discount on tickets for a group of 10 or more. And in addition to that, Nuova Restaurant will give your group a $50 gift certificate that can be used at the night of the performance that you attend or any time at all.
Well,
Makes
that
sense to you.
is awesome because number one, we don't have approval for very many discounts, if any at all, on Jersey Boys because the promoter and the tour is expecting this to actually sell out. The 2 weeks, we're talking about availability now, but once those go on single ticket sale, I think that they will move quickly. So this is really an early incentive for groups to get it together so that they can plan a night out. And I love the fact that Loretta is offering a $50 gift certificate for a group of 10 or more to use. Now, that can buy some serious appetizers over there at Nuovo.
Absolutely. And for a group like that, what a nice reason to get together, go to the show, fantastic performance, great appetizers. Again, by August 2nd, which makes sense. A lot of times people like to plan ahead, and it makes great gifts to put together a group. So it's a good reason to go out and put together your group and contact either myself or the Hanover Theatre by August 2nd to take advantage of this fantastic offering.
And so how do people get in touch with you, Diane?
You can call me directly. My number is 508-930-2424, or you can email me at diane@thehanovertheatre.org, and I will get back to you immediately. I would love to work with groups of 10 or more. I can be the liaison to put a nice package together for you and just make the whole process that much easier.
I love it. You are wonderful to work with. And we also have something interesting happening. Because this is our first 2-week run, we actually have a special preview performance. It's not opening night, but a special preview performance. The first performance, which is Tuesday, January 21st. And Loretta's doing some interesting things there too, right?
She is, and really exciting. What a great way to kick off, as you mentioned, Lise, the special preview performance. She is being gracious enough to offer 15% discount either before or after the performance that you attend on the 21st of January, as you mentioned, at Nuova Restaurant. So if you want to grab a bite before or a little bit later on after the show, it's a great place to go. Nuovo Restaurant right there at 92 Shrewsbury Street. But a 15% discount is just a fabulous offering, and we thank Loretta for teaming up with us for our special preview performance.
Oh, absolutely. And what a perfect way to enjoy some appetizers. Maybe they have delicious salads at Nuovo. Oh my gosh, her dressings are delicious. The ingredients are really fresh. I love the crumbled cheeses she uses. So she does a nice job, and it's a great way to just get something light or a little bit more substantial before you're going to be sitting for a few hours watching the Broadway show. So I think that's really fun. And then we're doing something completely new this season, and you're a big part of that, and that's really trying to build better relationships with some of the group coordinators and bus tour organizers, group planners, people who are working for companies and organizations, and they might be looking at fun things for that group to do.
Yes, and I'd love to talk about that as well, so thank you. Exclusive offering that we've put together, again, with Nuovo Restaurant, for group coordinators, bus tour organizers, planners, as you mentioned, Lisa. It's going to be a wine tasting open house on Wednesday, September 11th, from 5 to 8 p.m. And it's just a great way to showcase Nuovo's facility, as you mentioned, upstairs, the beautiful function room. The dining area is elegant. The bar is warm and friendly. And it gives us a chance to to talk to the coordinators about, in addition to Jersey Boys, all the additional group offerings that we have and how we can all work together and just make the whole experience fabulous when they come into Worcester, when they come to the Hanover Theatre, when they go to the restaurants in the city. And again, I would love to work with anyone that is interested in attending the wine tasting open house. Again, it's on Wednesday, September 11th from 5 to 8 p.m., and you can call me or email me, and I would coordinate with you as well.
Ooh, and I see that there's going to be a raffle incentive with some gift certificates and wine and tickets, and that sounds like fun.
Well, sure. In addition to nice tasting and some wines and appetizers, we will put together a great raffle, including everything that you mentioned, and just another reason to come for a fun night out and learn more about what we have to offer to larger groups.
Okay, so if you listening in the audience or anybody you know is interested in putting together groups for not just Jersey Boys, but some of our other shows, Diane is your woman. She will work with you. She'll hold your hand. She'll make sure that you're getting the service that you would like. And she's full of really great ideas and great relationships with other local restaurants and retailers, museums. So she's a great resource. And again, how do people get in contact with you?
You can call me, and it is my direct line. So if you call 508-930-2424, it will go directly to me. If it's easier, you can email me at Diane, and that's Diane, at thehanovertheatre.org, and I'll get back to you right away. I would love the opportunity to work with you.
That's awesome, Diane. We love working with you, that's for sure. You've been with us for, I think we were saying over 4 years, but I remember you from before we even opened because you were there at that grand opening.
I was at the grand opening, Lisa, and what a fun experience. I actually started as a volunteer and remember touring it with the hard hat on.
Oh, yeah.
And just to see how far the Hanover Theatre has come in the 5 years, and congratulations on the anniversary of the Hanover Theatre and the impact it's had on the Worcester community, the greater Worcester community, its role with other organizations and businesses. And I just have to say that the people, since I've worked there, the people that work for the Hanover Theatre, they're passionate for the arts and they're passionate for the community and seeing everyone succeed and everyone enjoy the vibrant environment that the whole Worcester area has. And it's been a pleasure and an honor working for the Hanover Theatre.
Well, we feel the same way about you. And just so that everybody remembers, Diane also does the sales for our Broadway program books, and so you're busy with that. And she also works with local organizations and companies who are looking for some additional marketing, cooperative marketing opportunities with the Hanover Theatre. So again, email Diane at thehanovertheatre.org. You can go to our website. You can also always email any questions to marketing@thehanovertheatre.org, and we will make sure that the right person is following up with you to get you what you need. Anything else we're about to go to a break, so anything else you want to fit in, Diane?
No, I think that's great, Lisa. I appreciate you giving me the time and opportunity to talk about these exciting promotions. As you can tell, I'm thrilled about them and really enthusiastic with working with anyone that's interested in attending any of these promotions, putting together groups or any way that I can assist them with advertising. So thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Diane, and you have a fabulous day, and we'll see you soon. And everybody else,
Thanks so much, Lisa. You too.
You're welcome, and everybody else, stay tuned. We'll have more after the break.